The hardest part of rooted is the icebreaker questions. Like, and if that's the hardest part, like, you have to do rooted. Like,
My name is Eli Walker.
my name is Liz Walker. We really liked how rooted was going to go through like the foundations of your faith. And to do that with our newly formed life group, I think was a good like starting point for us.
I think the biggest takeaway was just developing those rhythms that you talk about it in Rooted, like developing rhythms. And so, like the rhythm of prayer and scripture, and developing that rhythm in your life. It's a hard thing to do. I think for most people to say I'm going to make that time. So for me, the only way to do that is that you build it into your day just like you would anything else.
I think also one of my like favorite weeks of rooted, and I say it favorite meaning like I had the biggest breakthrough was during the strongholds week. It was a hard week to really go through and recognize the parts in your life where you struggle. Was really interesting because other people had very similar things to you. Like I'm not alone in this, and so I really learned a lot from like what do other people do to overcome this. And I think that that strongholds week was really something that started to change in me and kind of led towards my baptism later on. I didn't know it at the time, right? That baptism wasn't something that I had on my mind, but it was leading me in that direction. I have a completely different story now to share with other people, and I have more confidence to share it. Rooted is for everyone, like no matter where you're at in your faith, whether you're just starting out with your faith in Jesus and maybe you're not baptized, but it's been on your mind, or if you've been in the church, all your life, you can learn something from Rooted, and you will have this community after.
If you feel God calling you to do Rooted, to follow that calling, and that the enemy will give you reasons not to, and the enemy will work in your life to make it not work for you because that's what the enemy wants. I've really come to learn that if God has called me for it, that He will prepare me for it. And Rooted might seem scary because it's new people, new things to experience. But if God has put that calling on your heart, like it's for a reason, and He has a plan for you.
Just know that there is that battle, but what have you got to lose? Like you could gain so much. Just trust in Him.